It's a much smaller scale conference. Obviously, Keir Starmer is not friends with Anas anymore, so he was out, he was snubbed. And yeah, that was kind of the mood. That there was definitely a kind of elephant in the room, I thought.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it was interesting, Keir Starmer not being there. And when you talk to Scottish Labour people, they were like, oh, well, he was never going to come. This was always
Yeah,
just about Anas. But, actually, Keir Starmer, it's weird for the leader of the party, UK
it
party,
is weird.
to not be the Scottish party. I was talking to some Scottish Tories about this, and they were like, well, do you remember that Douglas Ross and Boris Johnson absolutely hated each other, but we still managed to get them in
Yeah,
the same room in Aberdeen at the same time. So odd that Keir Starmer wasn't there, but also just that quirk of timing, the conference itself starting 5 hours after the humiliating by-election defeat in Manchester. It was interesting as well because there was a bit of a sort of weird mixture of emotions from people in the Scottish Labour that I spoke to on the day. And there was this feeling of, because obviously Anna Sauer a few weeks back has stood up and said, Keir Starmer should go. You need to
yeah,
get rid of this distraction in number 10, the chaos in number 10. And he was very lonely when he did that. All these people he expected to follow him, over the trenches didn't. And certainly there was a number of Scottish Labour MPs who were very critical of him, accused him of being a treachery and being a
treachery.
traitor
Yeah,
and all that sort of stuff. And so I think there was a sense among some of those in the Scottish Labour leaders' camp who felt that he had been vindicated a little bit by the result in the by-election.